Hello friends, welcome back to my Family Fun Club. My name is Bradley Weaver and today's episode features tunes from my 2016 album, Let's Make Some Music. So, let's make some music. Alright, so this first tune I'm going to play, I have not played since I recorded the album in 2016, and I honestly don't know why that is. I love the tune, I think it's a great tune, and I love the recording, but for some reason it never made it onto my live set. So I am excited to make my live debut of the tune here on the podcast. This is One Room at a Time. One room at a time, let's clean it. One room at a time, let's clean up this whole house. We'll do it one room at a time, alright. Well, let's start off with our bedrooms and we'll move on to the next room. Before you know it, we'll have cleaned this whole house. One room at a time, we'll clean it. One room at a time, let's clean up this whole house. We'll do it one room at a time. Now let's get some friends together and go out, enjoy the weather. Before you know it, we'll have cleaned this whole town, alright. One room at a time, let's clean it. One room at a time, let's clean up this whole town. We'll do it one room at a time. I'm gonna break it down here. Because somebody's got to clean it up. Oh, somebody's got to clean it up. And that somebody may as well be us. Yeah, one room at a time, we'll clean it. One room at a time, let's clean up this whole town and do it one room at a time. If every child in every land pitches in and lends a hand, before you know it, we'll have cleaned this whole world, alright. One room at a time, let's do it. One room at a time, let's clean up this whole world. We'll do it one room at a time. One room at a time, oh, one room at a time. Let's clean up this whole world. We'll do it one room at a time. Let's clean up this whole world and do it one room at a time. Yeah, one room at a time. The next tune I'd like to do is a song called Recycle It. And you may be able to tell from the title, it is about recycling. Our first fun fact of the episode, and all the fun facts today, are going to be about the recording of Let's Make Some Music. When I sat down to write this, I knew I wanted to write a song about recycling, and the chorus came to me pretty easily, but for the verses I needed a little help, so I consulted the postcard that our local recycling company provided us, and I simply read a list of things that could be recycled, and that's how I got the verses. Now, if you'd like to sing along, it's a little different on the album, but for today, when I say an item, you'll just yell, "Oh yeah!" And I think that'll be a good call and response for the verses. So here we go. Recycle it. Before you throw it away, before it ends up in the trash, ask yourself one question. Ask yourself, self, can this be recycled? Well, I'll bet it can. Okay, here we go with that call and response. Aluminum cans, tin cans, steel cans, oh yeah. Newspapers and all that junk mail, oh yeah. Plastic bottles, oh yeah. Glass bottles, oh yeah. They all can be recycled. These all can be recycled. Here we go. Before you throw it away, before it ends up in the trash, ask yourself one question. Ask yourself, self, can this be recycled? Well, I'll bet it can. Well, how about cardboard boxes? Oh yeah. Old magazines and catalogs, oh yeah. Scraps of paper, oh yeah. Aluminum foil, oh yeah. They all can't be recycled. Well, these all can't be recycled. Here we go one more time. Before you throw it away, before it ends up in the trash, ask yourself one question. Ask yourself, self, can this be recycled? Well, I'll bet it can. Yes, recycle it. This next song is called Crosswalks, and a fun fact about the recording of this: when I wrote the song, I knew I was going to want some traffic noise in the recording. You're not going to hear that noise today, but if you listen to the album version, you'll hear the traffic noise in the beginning. So Sammy and I happened to spend part of our honeymoon in New York City, and I figured what better place to get some traffic noise. So every time we were walking around and we had to stop at a traffic signal, I would get out my phone and just record a snippet of the traffic, and that's what I put together for the beginning of the song. So here is Crosswalks. Okay guys, well, if y'all are anything like me, and well, I bet some of you are, I just love to go down into the big city for the day. Man, it's so fun to just look at all those people, stare up at those big tall buildings. There are also a whole lot of cars and trucks in the city, and well, a lot of the folks in those cars and trucks are in a big old hurry, and sometimes they forget to look out for little people like you and me. So I guess what I'm saying is, you gotta be extra safe when you're in the city, especially when you're trying to cross the street. Good thing is, that in the city they have crosswalks, show you where it's safe to cross the street, and they have crossing signals to tell you when it's safe. So I wrote a little tune about all that. Hopefully it'll keep us safe here. Only walk across the street at the crosswalk. Check the crossing signal and do just as it says. Look both ways before you leave the sidewalk, and do just as the signal says, yeah. If the red hand is lit, you've got to wait. If the man in white is lit, go ahead and cross the street. If the red hand is flashing, finish crossing. If you've started, if you haven't started crossing yet, then don't. It's just that easy, guys. Always look out for those cars and trucks, because, well, sometimes they forget to look out for you. Only cross the street at the crosswalk. And always watch that crossing signal. Let's sing it one more time. Only walk across the street at the crosswalk. Check the crossing signal and do just as it says. Look both ways before you leave the sidewalk, and do just as the signal says, yeah. If the red hand is lit, you've got to wait. If the man in white is lit, go ahead and cross the street. If the red hand is flashing, finish crossing. If you started, if you haven't started crossing yet, then don't. If you haven't started crossing yet, then don't. Oh, if you haven't started crossing yet, then don't. Crosswalks. Be safe, y'all. Well, before we get into our final tune and fun fact, I have a few musical jokes for you. What type of music do balloons hate? What type of music do balloons hate? Pop music. You're welcome. Okay, here's another one for you. What's a golf club's favorite type of music? What is a golf club's favorite type of music? Swing, of course. You're welcome. For the final tune, I'm going to do a song that, again, I have not played since the recording of the album, and this one you're going to see why in a minute. This is the title track of the album, Let's Make Some Music, And the reason I've never done this live, if you listen to the recording, I'll do a verse and then I'll call out an instrument, and then that instrument will do a solo. We'll go back into the chorus and call out another instrument. And I guess I never felt I could really pull that off live, since most of my shows are solo. It's just me. I would have to be doing a lot of instrument switching on the fly, which is exactly what I'm going to try right now. So here is the first time I'm performing Let's Make Some Music live. I will be doing some switches between instruments, so hopefully I can keep the tempo and the rhythm up. Here is Let's Make Some Music. Let's make some music, let's write a song. You play a melody, and I'll sing along. Let's make some music, let's dance and sing. Pick any chord, and just let it ring. Let's start with the ukulele. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's make some music, let's write a song. You play a melody, and I'll play along. Let's make some music, let's dance and sing. Pick any chord, just let it ring. Moving on to the acoustic guitar, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make some music, let's write a song. You play a melody, and I'll sing along. Let's make some music, let's dance and sing. Pick any chord, just let it ring. Add a little harmonica. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make some music, let's write a song. You play a melody, and I'll sing along. Let's make some music, let's dance and sing. Pick any chord, and just let it ring. Moving on to the resonator slide guitar. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make some music, let's write a song. You play a melody, and I'll play along. Let's make some music, let's dance and sing. Pick any chord, just let it ring. Let's make some music. Alright, well, as always, I want to thank you all so much for hanging out with me for the musical experiment that is my Family Fun Club. I sure hope you had as good a time as I did. Please tell a friend about us, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do. I am going to leave you all with another lullaby off my first lullaby EP, the Lullabies for Hank EP. This tune is called Kicking Out the Nighttime Jams. I'll see y'all down the road.